Thanks for joining us today. April is Financial Literacy Month, and what better way to celebrate than to showcase a valuable financial resource here in Virginia that can help individuals with disabilities in reaching their goals of competitive employment, independence, and financial security. Today, we are joined here with Gabby Barnes. Hi, Gabby.
Hi.
She is the marketing associate with ABLEnow in Virginia. And Gabby's going to share with us about ABLEnow and highlight the benefits of this program in helping students dream, save, and reach their post-school goals. And teachers and families and community agencies that are tuning in today, you'll learn about how you might assist your students in reaching those goals. So again, thanks, Gabby, for being with us today on this rainy Thursday. But we're excited to learn more about the ABLEnow program. So could you tell us about what is ABLEnow and who is eligible?
Right. So ABLEnow is a tax advantage savings program that is specifically designed for someone with a disability. And the neat part about an ABLE account is that the money in an ABLE account does not impact someone's eligibility for public benefits. So something like SSI. So ABLE accounts are a really good resource for someone that might be getting, supplemental security income or is looking to get benefits at a later date. If they put the money in an ABLE account, then they don't have to worry about it counting as an asset for them.
Okay. But do you have to be getting SSI or Ssdi in order to have an ABLEnow account?
No, so you just have to be entitled to them. So as far as the eligibility, you have to have had the onset of your disability by the age of 26. Okay. You have to be entitled to something like SSI or Ssdi based on blindness or disability, or you can self-certify if you have something from a physician. So let's say you're not getting any benefits now, but you have something from your doctor. As long as you have documentation, to back that up, you can still open an ABLE account. And I do want to just show that is just for the onset. The age of onset is 26. So let's say right now you're 30 or you have an adult child who's a little bit older or something, they're over that 26 age range, they would still be eligible as long as the time that they, were diagnosed or something of that nature happened by the time they were 26. So there's a big age range for who can actually open an ABLE account.
Okay. And those that have younger kids, they can start these accounts at any time.
Absolutely. Birth on up. Yes.
Okay, great. So why are ABLE accounts important?
So they really are a good financial tool for someone with a disability. The best benefit of an ABLE account is that it won't hinder those public benefits. So when you're looking at, other services like SSI or some other kind of public benefits, usually there's an asset limit that wouldn't allow you to save money without, affecting your eligibility for those benefits. But ABLE accounts were created so people could have money, earn some money, be able to keep some money, and still get other services that they need. So an ABLE account, so our ABLEnow program really just empowers someone to have their own financial freedom, to be in charge of their own finances. It gives someone a sense of independence to be able to say, hey, that's my money that I worked for, or someone, presented to me, but I'm able to hold it. I'm able to have it in my name. I'm able to invest in my future. So it's just so important for people to be able to have control over their own financial choices.
And we often hear from folks that are concerned about, working too much, earning too much money, losing benefits. ABLEnow assist with that concern?
Yep. So if you open an ABLE account, it's not going to go, when you're saving, you can actually have up to $100,000 overall in your ABLE account before SSI would even be impacted. There is an annual limit of $15,000 that can go into an ABLE account. You can change that a little bit if you're working, and we'll touch on that later, I believe.
Okay.
But yeah, it's a really good tool for someone to be able to save money and just not have to worry about, their other services.
Okay, great. Who puts money into the ABLEnow account besides
Everyone.
The individual? Yeah.
Everyone. So if it's the person, great. If you have a job or something, you want to put a little bit of money or, however into your account, please do so. But family, friends, anyone can contribute to that account. So, birthdays, holidays, special occasions, we're all sitting around the dinner table and holidays are coming up and they're asking, what does your child need for Christmas or, a holiday? What would you like to see? Put that money in an ABLE account. It really, like I said, empowers that financial independence. So anyone can contribute, and it's just a really good way to save. I would like to add that for Virginia residents specifically, if you put the money in an ABLE account, so for the contributor, they actually get a tax write-off. So let's say your family and friends give, if they live in state, they also get an extra tax bonus. So it really incentivizes someone to give money, and then you get to keep it and feel good about having it as well.
Oh, wow. That's a great benefit. And for those that might have received a stimulus check, that's another place where you can put that money as well, right?
Right. Absolutely. So, yep. So any kind of income, you can just deposit it right into your ABLEnow account.
Okay. After the money is placed in this account, what can that money be used on? What can we use it for?
Yep. So you can use that on anything relating to that person's health, independence, and quality of life. So I do know a lot of people, when I talk to them, will ask, where's the list? Where's a list of benefits that we can use it on, things like that? There's no defined list, and that's intentional. So an ABLE account is really designed to be all-inclusive. It's supposed to give someone financial freedom to make their own choices and buy things that help them. So health, independence, and quality of life is nice and broad. So that can be things like living expenses, some basic categories like transportation, housing. So anything that they really need. And if we're looking at transition age teens that might be, entering college or the workforce, if you're looking at job training, use your ABLE account. If you're looking at job coaching, use your ABLE account. So really empower someone. If you need, supplies for work or something, that helps you, please use the money in your account. And even for minors, so for younger individuals that are still, in the K through 12 system, if you're looking at, school supplies, your kids need special therapies. If that's, helping you live with your disability, if that's something that you need to pay for, please use your ABLE account to do so.
How about for, as we talk about transition planning and you talked about some of the money going to supports in the workplace. How about for students that are interested in post-secondary education, some training, some going to college? Can that money be used there? And how does that relate to like 529 accounts?
Yep. So you can use it on educational expenses. So if you're using it, for your tuition, if you're using it for your fees, for your, during this time, we really don't know what's going on, but let's say it's online anything that you need, please use the money in your ABLE account. Specifically, that's really what you need. It's helping you live day to day. In relation to the 529 account, it's actually interesting because you actually can move money from your 529 account to an ABLE account. Okay. So let's say, for parents that may have opened a 529 account and are thinking, well, maybe I want an ABLE account as well. If you want to move the money from your 529 account to an ABLEnow account, you can. It is still subject to that $15,000 a year annual limit as far as the contribution. So if you have more than that, of course, you would have to do it in pieces, but you can do that. So a 529, let's say if I'm a parent or if I'm an educator and I know my students have 529s, I know, I've heard their parents talking about it and things like that. If that money is in a 529 account, that's just for education and that's great. Anyone can use it and that's fine. But let's say you're also looking at an ABLE account. Well, an ABLE account, you can use it for education, but also their housing, also their transportation, also legal fees. Anything that person needs. So it's really up to you. You can have both, but it's really, it's that person's call.
Right. Okay. And so in terms of ABLEnow accounts and helping transition age youth with disabilities reaching their goals for employment and living independently, how might those youth benefit from this?
Yeah. So when you're looking into your future, if you're transition age youth or if you're working with that, so like service providers or, parents, teachers, things like that, you're going to be looking for, resources and ways to save. So an ABLE account, again, to just drive it on home, just supports that financial independence. So if, let's say I have a young adult and they want to have some money in their own name, you actually get a debit card with your ABLE account. So if they opened it, they have the capacity to manage it themselves. If my, let's say, adult child opens an account, they get a debit card with their name on it that they can use. And it's actually a Visa card. So it can be used just like a normal bank account. So that can, just be used at stores or online, just like a regular functioning card. But it just really fosters that way to live independently. So if you want to, maybe pay your rent online with your ABLE card or something like that, you could. If you want to, buy school things online with your ABLE card, you can. And additionally, if you are working, or let's say that you're looking to work, well, you might have been scared about, where am I going to put that money when I earn it? Because I have other benefits that I'm getting, other benefits that I'm worried about, losing. So like I said, that $15,000 a year limit is collective. So that's from the individual, parents, family and friends, whomever. But let's say I am the person the account is for, and I have my own earned income from an employer. You can actually give roughly about another $12,000 a year into an ABLE account, thanks to the Able to Work Act. So that really, in my opinion, just reinforces that financial independence, gives someone, that ability to be able to work, to be able to save, to be able to invest in their own future. So there is a different process for that. Like for us, there's a form that you would have to submit to, go over that yearly limit, but it just really incentivizes someone to get a job and keep it and keep saving some money.
Okay, and that's the Able to Work Act that you spoke about.
Yes,
okay.
That's correct.
Great. And I also like the idea of students, and people that have this account, they have their own debit card. Students can learn how to manage, money that way. Again, it teaches that one of those independent, living skills of banking and taking care of your own money. So that's great. It's very consistent with what we, are teaching about banking in schools and things. So
absolutely.
So if people are interested in learning more about ABLEnow, who should they call? Where can they go for more information?
Yep. So the best resource is going to be our website, and that's www.able-now.com. And that's really the best resource. So we've got our brochure on there. We've got some information in regards to the debit card. You can even check your eligibility on there if you have additional questions.
Okay.
Of course, we've got a contact us tab. So that'll have our customer service phone number and our email address. So there's tons of ways to get in touch with us. Also, we do have webinars I'd like to add, and there's actually one that's still posted from a few weeks ago that we did. So if you're, I know we're all in this new at-home world.
Yeah.
So if you've got some time, go ahead and listen to that webinar. So we do have one up. I would like to add that we have some upcoming ones. So if you go on our site, you can enroll if you want to go and sign up for some new ones. That way, if you have questions, you can ask them live on the webinar.
Okay.
But there are tons of ways to take a look at those.
And you're also on social media as well, and you have an e-newsletter? Okay.
Yeah, so we have a Facebook page. So if you search ABLEnow on Facebook, you'll be able to find us. And as far as our newsletter, and I think you got one.
Yes, I got one today. It was great. Yeah, which I think is great for educators, community agency, families to keep informed and keep ABLEnet, in your mind. It
Absolutely.
was very simple. It was a great newsletter. Yeah.
Absolutely. So if you go subscribe, so you can just subscribe for our newsletter. If you get, look on the website and you're saying, oh, I don't know if this is for me, or teachers and service providers, if you're looking and, you want to keep this on your mind for, being able to share when we're hopefully back in schools, please go ahead and subscribe, and then you'll start getting our newsletters. We do have a blog that has some beautiful stories from, our customers, our ambassadors that just want to share their message and how the accounts work for them. Those are some of my favorite pieces that we have. So please take a look at that. But yeah, there are tons of ways to get in touch with us and find information. There's also, I will add, so we do our webinars and things like that, especially since we're doing all kinds of remote work right now. If you want to go and request, we do have a way that you can request an event. If you're a teacher or service provider, you want to, get a group together, just let us know, and we'll really help you with that.
Oh, that's wonderful. So people can get some of this information in a small group, and you could join in this kind of, format.
Absolutely. Just send us an email, and we can chat more and do a little session.
So no matter where people are in Virginia, they can get in contact and set up an information session. We appreciate it.
They sure can. Just let us know.
Great. Well, thanks so much, Gabby. We appreciate all the information you shared with us today. It was very informative, and I think it'll really help educators and families in helping youth prepare for a successful transition to life after high school.
Yes.
We'll be posting a link to ABLEnow's website in the comment section after the video. And we'll also be posting this session on our Facebook page as well as our website. So make sure you're following us there. And as always, we want to thank you for joining us today. This was the second session in our transition tip series. And next Thursday at 2:00, we'll be having another session on enhancing independent living skills at home. So I hope you'll join us then. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.
Bye. Thanks, guys.